live on my phone. It's live on my phone. Why are you not live on here? Not yet. And I'm going to be on that side. Just wait. Thank you. You can, but I have a mic stand. Oh, okay. Let me send this to a girl.
One of the guys, I can't remember what his name was. It was about the beginning.
And welcome everybody to BGSU Club Hockey here on YouTube. I'm Dan Ridenour, and joined for our second period is none other than a freshman. He hails from Buffalo, New York, in Owen Bentley. So, Owen, your first broadcast debut seems a lot to be excited for so far today.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah? How do you feel?
I feel great, except I really hope that this is a good second period. You know, we struggled in second periods in the past couple games, so hopefully this one's good. Hopefully tie it up, take the lead.
Well, and that would be huge indeed to get a lead. And, I mean, Bowling Green, we trailed a little bit yesterday, and but we're able to come back with it eventually. But also, two notable things is able to hold on to a lead. So now here we go. Going to start right back for it. And again, we are off to the races. Going on to the far side, and then that one going right and back and across. Kiesel there going to try for it with the attempt, and then taking it right back through. Seth Gobble as well with the puck. Takes it in the corner, those Kiesel out in front, trying for it. Updike there as well. Going to be waiting for it as well, but trying to get out in front and waiting for it. Now here you go, and the attempt trying to be made by Graham Jacobs, who has the opportunity out and ahead, and then taking it over onto our right side, going to need it. And here we go, waiting for a long as well. And we're going to have our first whistle here with 19:25 left in the second period. So we'll get right back for it again, right into the corner here. And going to need it as we will proceed alongward for it on the far side. Updike there with the puck as well. And then going to need it will be Zaretsky. So now Zaretsky going to get it over to Proctor, and then moving it right along to Granica. Then right on the far side now will be Kiesel. Kiesel to Updike, and then here they'll take it right back again. Going to need something else that they can have, but now looking a little bit more for the puck and then taking it through. As now Melandra will have possession of it, and so will Gobble, as he's going to try to get a piece of it there right as we are close on into it. And going out will be Melandra. So now he will have the puck, taking it on the far side, goes out from right over to center. Puck taken away, though, by the defense. Looks like Ted Scholze there with Bracken Buck. Going to be able to get in the way of it, and so now taking it back through just a little bit more, and then going right and around, and then in front, and an opportunity.
Good save by Ted.
But looks like Whitehead's able to get his foot out into the door. And that'll be a no-goal for Louisville.
61's trying to push it in.
Well, Melandra the opportunity there. 18:30 left in the second period, as Louisville will now have a decade of goals here today, and then one less than the Falcons, but here they'll be right at it again and waiting just a bit through. So that one to be one, and then taken behind the net. Bowling Green with the opportunity. Looks like Scholze there, going to try for it. And then taking it back through. McLaughlin going to have the opportunity. Has two, has a man. Kleinau with it, and then not quite, as that one will be taken in through the other way. And then trying for it a little bit more, and then Patton with an opportunity will lose possession of it. McLaughlin going to try for it, and then going back and through again, and then Kleinau out in front, just barely misses it, and then takes it through. And here we'll take it back again. Ted Scholze gets it over to Atkins, and then Kleinau, though, going to try to get the puck picked up, loses his feet, and then goes for Patton in the corner as Cone is able to knock it just a bit away. Nymphius as well there, that number 6.
Oh, hit Anthony on the bench there.
Well, it looks like Higgins got hit. McMullen standing there. Look, I was kind of worried at first. I don't think there'll be any reasoning behind it, but a little bit worried in terms of a too many men call, but I don't think we'll see one there. So this one gets back through, and again, to try for it now will be Kleinau. Going to wait for it. Patton up at the point, looking for another goal in a similar manner as earlier with Conway, but then taking it right back and through. And looks like the hand will go up. They will get a hook on Kleinau as McLaughlin picked up that puck.
That's just unlucky. He was going for a stick lift, caught an arm, hooked him a little bit.
Well, and you see a little bit of that, and going to be taken away just a little bit more, and an unfortunate turn of events there too as well. And going to take it back and then go on the far side now. Bowling Green going to be shorthanded, but we're able to get some good things going when they were shorthanded yesterday. And so this one taken back and through. Penalty on the board here with 17:37 to go in the second period. We are taken back to what we got now, and then an opportunity. The shot on that attempted by John Lane. Whitehead the save, Lane the shot for Louisville, and then gets it right back and through and across. Mark Rudo has an opportunity. Higgins there in front, but taken away. Higgins back forward again, and then just tries to pull through, and then Melandra there as well, and gets it in for Higgins. Taken out of the zone, though, by Proctor, and then they're going the other way. Blank now with the puck on the right side for Louisville. Going to have it just a little bit further, and then trying a bit again, and we'll wait for it, and going to go through. And so now waiting on the far side, 17:57 and counting left in the period. Puck in front, and looks like Higgins there going to be able to get a clear on it. Goes right into A.J. Cooper as he'll now have an opportunity. Just takes it back, and going for the defense going to be the number 27 of John Lane to take the puck, and now he'll take it. The pass over on the close side, and then going right back through it again. Going to be the number 18 of John Cohn, and then goes and wraps around just a bit, and then taking it out and through. So this one going out into the far corner, going to wait back for it again, and then going to need something as well here as this one going through and away. Now just going to look for the opportunity ahead into the feet of Higgins, and then going through. Rudo going to be trying to use some momentum here to get that one in. Looks like he will. No offside called, but now Jacobs going to pick it up after Cooper, the goaltender. So now Jacobs gets it across to Lane. The dump right in there for Louisville, as now the Bowling Green has it behind the net. Going to be Ronan McLaughlin, who will get a good clear at it again. Back to square one for the Cardinals with 20 seconds to remain in the Kleinau penalty. And so the opportunity right ahead, intercepted by Updike. He'll just go past Zaritsky, and a shot. A goal by Uppy.
I don't know why he didn't just clear that.
Well,
put it right onto Updike's stick. Updike took advantage of Cooper's mistake.
Well, and definitely going to be costly for Louisville as we're all tied up. Did it for Ezekiel. Going to be swimming with that one. 50-48 remains in the second period. So Andrew Updike there with the goal, and taking it back now, as looks like that's going to be Budai, the defense for Bowling Green, going to be trying after it, and then going into the corner. Budai taken down by Melandra, gets right back up, has the puck on his stick, waiting for it a little bit again, and going out for Melandra as he'll try to get a clear on that far side. Waiting for it just a little bit further, and now here you go, and going to need it. So now Lane will have the puck, trying for it again, and then Updike there on a bit of a back check, trying through it a little bit more, and then going back and through into the corner. Going to need something along, and then that one, the shot on Whitehead, gets it right back through. So now Budai will have the puck, gets it right across, And now it's going to be taken by JT Webb as he'll have the opportunity. He's going to dump it in and then try to chase after it himself. Gets a knock on there on Raynone and then getting it through again. So this puck going right across. Granica going to break up the play a little bit and looks like we'll have an offside call just based on the stipulation.
That was a good play by JT there. He had nothing going, chips it low, goes in and throws a body. It's just what you need to do.
Good opportunity and a good movement there for Webb, who needed that one badly. So now here we'll go on the far side. For JT to take the draw, goes right back to Brackenbuck. And then we'll need something a little bit more as well. So now Granica gets that one across over to Webb. Back to Filer Johnson again, who now has the puck. So now Johnson gets it past Zaritsky, tries to get it on net, and Cooper will make the stop there. So a close call, but not enough, as we will remain tied. The 15th shot on goal for the Falcons. So getting this one right back and through. Zaritsky going to be fighting Filer Johnson. Kleinau going to join in as well. And then taking it behind the net will be Shostak, who gets it up to Granica. Trying to get it back through again. A little bit of a scruffle, though, with it with Nefias. And they're getting it back through again. Shostak and Nefias have it in the corner, going right back up and through it again. Filer Johnson in the corner, gets that one up. Shostak has it on his stick. Right in front to Filer Johnson, but not quite. Buck just going to dump it a bit on the far side. Filer Johnson, that one to knock a skate. Gets it to Kleinau as now they'll have it behind the net. Going on to the far side by the bench, going over to Granica. Granica, the shot on net just across. Filer Johnson gets it, and here we'll go. 13:55 to remain in the second period, and waiting for it back again. So now they'll wait just a little bit more. Filer Johnson looking for the opportunity for his debut in the weekend. So that one across to Granica, and then trying for it again. Past Cooper, and then that one for Granica again. Is that one across off the post,
of the bar.
off the crossbar, and we'll have extracurriculars between 18 and 18, and a bit of a height difference as well, as John Cohen going to be going against Jack Kleinau.
It's like David versus Goliath there.
Well, Cohen in his 6'6", 195 frame, just going to try to outbody Kleinau a little bit, and we will not see, I believe, the second Kleinau penalty today. Just going to break it up and move on. But a close opportunity falls short from the crossbar. 13:37 remains in the second period. And so now we'll take it back for it again. So going to need...
Did Kleinau get one too?
Well, it looks like they will. Looks like they're having a bit of a discussion with the ref in terms of kind of what was going on, whether it was a situation where someone kind of went after someone, but still both will go to the box. I stand corrected, and we will now have a 4-on-4 contest. So now Scholze going to be pinching heavily to try to get that one in there. Wrapping around a little bit and then taking it back. Nolan Patton with the puck, the opportunity across just through the feet of McMullen. And then we'll have it going the other way. Jacobs to blank for Louisville, as now they'll take it through again. McLaughlin going to get a bit of a hit, and they're going to plays the hand. And that will be a penalty on McLaughlin, if I'm not mistaken. And so an unfortunate turn of events. They're going to give him a holding call there, and not what Bowling Green wanted to see. Now going to have 3 men on the ice.
Interesting call there. Can't lie.
Well, and looks like they'll take McLaughlin, and he'll get a 2-minute now. So 1:31 remains in both those penalties from earlier for Cone and Kleinau. But now we have an opportunity where we will have a 4-on-3. Ronan McLaughlin will get that there. Looks like they ruled him on a hold. Bowling Green to clear it, as now they only have 3 skaters, and Mark Rudo, Austin McMullen, and Ted Scholze, as now Hester going to be taking it the other way, the number 14 for Louisville. So now taking it back and through. McMullen going to try to find it behind the net, and so we will keep it going. Then up high and then trying for it again. Onto the right side, going right back and through. Zaritsky not going to choose to shoot it, just taking it into the corner, but not quite.
Good block.
We'll get through to the net after the block, so now waiting for it a little bit longer. 12:30 and counting remain in the second period as we're tied at 2. So that one goes in. Mark Rudo, the lone Falcon into the zone with Zaritsky. Going to choose to lay off, give him some room. Gets the pass across as well. Now Bowling Green just forced a bit to kind of avoid the pinch here as they will get deep into their own territory in the triangle. Man right in front of Whitehead going out to the corner, going to try for it, and a goal for the Cardinals from Zaritsky. Unfortunate to see, just another situation where Whitehead had nothing, where he was unable to view that one, and here we go. It's going to be a 3-2 game now for the Cardinals.
Let's go, Cards!
Well, and then they'll give the goal to Whit Proctor again, so his second so far tonight, and then two penalties so far still for the Falcons. We got 59 left in the McLaughlin penalty, and then 30 seconds to remain in the Kleinau penalty. And it will also be 30 seconds for the other number 18 and John Cohn for Louisville. So this one taken right back and through again. Bracken Buck has it on his stick now, waiting for it back again. Going to go cross ice over to Aiden Granica, trying to find some breathing room here. Gets it to Updike. Updike loses possession of it as that one goes out to Atkins. Picked up right again, though, by Bracken Buck. Going to force it into the zone himself. Right across and Gobble with the shot, but it's one blocked by Atkins. So now Gobble into the corner. Trying to get some help as Granica is going to be down low indeed, so Updike forced to go back into the defensive position. Jacobs going to get a bit of a rush here with it. Out to the far corner. Going out and wide, just needing to get it in the neutral zone. Gobble there on the opposition. So now there you'll have it. Kiesel going to be on our far side now with Zaritsky. So this one on the right side, going up in front. Updike now with the opportunity in front and just barely missed it. And so now Kiesel going to lose it, and Melandra going to hit the ceiling as we will, I believe, stay in the Louisville defensive territory. But here you go, as there's only 2 seconds to remain according to our clock on the Kleinau penalty.
Those are both done. Kleinau's on the ice right now.
All right, now here we'll go right again. Ryan Hoover to take the draw and going against for it in the number 77 of Jack Blank on the draw. Hoover there with an opportunity. Going back for it again. Higgins going to get a bank over to Budai, who gets it right back to Higgins again, just throws it down deep. Hoover now with it, going to try to wrap it around. We saw the same thing yesterday in the same spot, and no! Higgins going to get knocked a little bit. Whistle's blown. Everybody stays still. Petrie there going in, making sure nothing happens.
Hoover really does like to use that wrap and just jam. See him do it all the time.
Well, he did it yesterday in that same spot on this side of the ice on the right of Cooper, just as we go. 10:51 remains in the second period. Bowling Green out shooting the Cardinals 18-12, as that will make it 19. A quick one on net. Budai now with the puck, trying for it in front, and tried was Kleinau, but not quite. Melandra on a break now, going on the right side, waiting for it back again. Gets right back and going through, as there will be Higgins as well. And now we'll take it the other way. Going to be Ryan Hoover with the puck. And then going on the far side, going to be Conway as well. A bit of a hook, but not quite going to be called. And so now Conway looking out in front is Hoover. He'll miss it. Higgins at the defense, trying for it. A bit of a loose puck, and not quite Hoover. And the net blown way out to the peanut gallery. Don't think it was intentional, but, you know, Hoover just gets his weight in there and going to lose it. As we'll have a line change here, JT Webb going to go out with Shostak and Bowden Stoller. We've seen that line kind of mixing it through a little bit as well with Ryan Filer-Johnson. On the defense, we're going to have Austin McMullen and Ted Scholze. And so we get right back through it again. 10:14 remains in your second period. And so here we go. McMullen now with the puck, gets that one out to Shostak. Moving the puck a little bit more. Melandra gets a piece of it. And then losing possession, but back to Stoller. Stoller loses it again, gets tripped up. Shostak now with it, looking for a second one of the day. Melandra gets in there, and so does Scholze. Right in front is Proctor, gets the far pass over. And now McMullen going to have it. Puck tipped, though, by Lane, as now this one will go in the other direction. So now the breakout for the Falcons, going to be trying for it. Austin McMullen has possession of the puck, waiting for it back again. Loses it, however, and now Blank has a tough situation going for Louisville. Bone Stoller gets back in, and so will Ted Scholze as the puck goes wide and out, and that will be ruled an icing. JT Webb did not hold it, but it goes right out to Cooper, who will just put it in his glove, and we'll blow the whistle. And we'll see a change for the Falcons as now they get Seth Gobble out there with Andrew Updike and none other than number 27 of Caleb Kiesel. Keep the Ted Scholze and McMullen. This looks like Updike is going to be the man to take the shot right out of the gate, and a shot right on. As we had predicted on A.J. Cooper, he stands tall, though, and gets it back. Stays 3-2, 9:23 left in the second period. And we'll go right back again. Updike gets that one forced deep. Kiesel now has the puck. Just tries to get a quick one on. Not quite going to pull it through. Blank now with the puck. Gets it across and now waiting again. Levin with it as well, but goes right into the back corner. As now Ted Scholze will have possession of it. Gets the pass over to McMullen. Now with the puck going on the far side. Going to go over to our near side. Right going across now. In the neutral zone. Gets to Updike. Breaks the steal, and that's through, but not
save
high.
By Cooper.
And a save going to be made there by A.J.
Kiesel
Cooper.
with the shot.
And tried to pull through. Wayne behind the net and some more. Whistle blown. Net is off. It looks to be the call there. And going to be an unfortunate turn of events. So it looks like we're going to have Granica and Buck, that defensive line out there, going to keep the forwards. Updike has had the chances today for sure, just not able to find the extra opportunity, if that makes sense. So this one going on the draw for Gobble, goes right back and through. Going to be a big wraparound on the clear, but the pass out by Blank goes right to Granica, and then the puck gets blocked a bit by Levin, but goes right back onto our far side, but intercepted by Updike. Going the look for it again here. Zaritsky, though, in the 13-on-13 action. So now waiting back for it again. Jack Blank has the puck, then takes it on into the corner. Aiden Granica as well, and other than one there with Seth Gobble as they're fighting for it down in that corner, needing any chance that they can get. So now here you'll go. As Granica gets that one out to Kiesel. Going to be trying for it a little bit more. Bracken Buck now with an opportunity. Tries to get it in, loses possession of it just barely from John Cohen, but now that one will get through and back again. Patton to get the pass to Granica without looking. So now the bank going right through it again. And now Hester with the puck, going to get a good clear past Kiesel. And then now we're going to get it rolling along. So now Buck playing defense here. The shot just wide left away as now this one will go in for Zed Petrie as he'll have the puck down low in a 2-on-2 action between Bowling Green and Louisville. As now this one will go out and trying for it. Going right for Hester again. So then this one to find it through. Patton will get out cross and then not quite. And so McLaughlin gets it to Rudo, who has the puck now. Tries to get it, and McLaughlin, the pass intercepted by the number 14 of Austin Hester. So now here we go for Cone, looking for it again here. Going to try to get the shot wide to the right, and not quite going to be what was anticipated. So now here you go. Waiting for it a little bit more here. Hester now with possession. Gets it to McLaughlin. He'll dump it into the far side, into the zone. 7 minutes remain in the second period, as now they'll take it right back again. So now this one going up. Conway just going to keep it in and then gets it through, but pass intercepted away from Conway. No man on it for Louisville as now the icing waved off, though. He'll beat him to it. Do see that in college hockey here, but now Bowling Green going to have a breakout of their own. Gets it to Filer Johnson, finds the seam, and now the shot wide to the right. And that will go to McLaughlin, and then here you'll go. JT Webb loses it. And Filer Johnson now on the back check. So now here they'll go right and through again. Going to find it and try it again is John Lane for Louisville. So now going right through. Filer Johnson has possession of it. Going to be pinching heavily here to try to get it through. Hester now finds it. Going to get it right off the glass, the bank. Gets it right, though, to Conway, who will now have it. Waiting again on the right side. Zaritsky going to be blocking him off. He'll end up poking the puck away as it'll hit the ceiling. So a wide right shot, a good opportunity for Filer Johnson, but the shot just goes wide to the right.
Yeah, he couldn't get control of that puck. It was just bouncing all over the place.
Well, you know, you tend to see a lot of bouncing pucks, especially on kind of the surface we've seen of the ice. It just seems a little dry, you know, when looking at it, if that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it's an interesting rink, but gets the job done.
Well, McMullen, the shot right on Cooper, just going to shave some time off, not a lot. 6:03 remains in our second period. That will be recorded as the 22nd shot for Bowling Green so far today, as Louisville will have 12. Whistle blown right out of the gate. Looks like it's going to be a miscommunication with the clock, as now we're at 5:59, jumped 4 seconds in the span of what felt like half a second. So it'll be 5:59 remaining in the second period. JT Webb to take the draw. Has options around him, but goes back and won by Louisville. Zaritsky now with the puck. Gets it across and through. Jacobs going to be the intended target, and no, it'll be Blank on the far side. Breaking through past Schulze, and that's going to be a save made by Whitehead, as now McMullen going to be trying for it as well. JT Webb gets it out and through to Atkins. The Louisville defender is now have a man down and going to have a power play opportunity up ahead for the Cardinals. As an unfortunate time, looks like it's going to be McMullen. Him and Jacobs kind of getting it through, and you know, we've seen this not only a little bit today, but yesterday, and just when you talk about Graham Jacobs, just the freshman getting in there, really trying to be a bit of an instigator and agitating things, don't you think, Owen?
Yeah. I mean, it looks like that one they just got a little tied up, and then Mully just goes to push away and gets to his head, and ref unfortunately calls it.
Well, and you know, the big thing with hockey is most of the time they're not going to call the guy who starts, they're going to call the guy who retaliates. But now here they'll go. And right in front of the net, loose puck trying to chase right after it. Melandra has it in the corner, though, and then picked up by Blank. Is now waiting for it back again. Just has it behind the net. Looks for the pass to Melandra. This looks like Whitehead has it, and a cross-check on Melandra over Whitehead. As Tim looks like he got shooken up by that, and then just had number 61 of Patrick Melandra, the 5'7" freshman, just humble right across him. And I mean, I partially see why it was made, just not the right move. I mean, yes, with the late poke check, if you will, right on it, but looks like Granica just kind of got a knock on him, and we're going to have 5 minutes, 23 seconds remaining in the second period, and a minute 46 remaining in the McMullen penalty and the whistle to blow. And 2 seconds will be taken off the clock from that one. So there you have it again. Going back and through, 5:19 and counting, and then another one. Just going to be the save by Whitehead. So this one will get weighted through, and again, Melandra has the puck, going to try for it back out to it, and then goes over to the right and just gets it a bit weighted, so now they'll find it through and again. As this one goes right deep into the corner, Granica with the puck as well, trying to get a hold of it, but not quite going to be able to, as that one goes across, and the man in front of nowhere, and looks like that one just finds it out of no man's land. An unfortunate bounce. Whit Proctor gonna get another goal there.
Yeah, that was them using the home ice advantage. They shot that wide to the left side, and it bounced right up to the right side.
Well, just knowing the rink, and going to be a costly error. 4-2 now for Louisville. As Whit Proctor will get the goal. And we'll get the hat trick indeed. And a bit of a deafening one against Bowling Green, but you'll have to keep it going. 4:56 remains in the second period. So this one's set and gets right back through. Zaritsky now going to have possession of it for Louisville. Gets that one in just a loose bounce though, however. And there they'll find it right across into the Louisville bench. And so now Bowling Green down by 2 in the second period. As we go back to center ice, Ryan Hoover to take the draw for Bowling Green, as we will have Bennett Raynone taking the draw for Louisville. So this one gets back and through again. Going to be trying for it, and then gets it across. Zaritsky now to Blank. Looking right across to the ice, and now the shot on net going to be attempted, and Whitehead will get a piece of it there, and just going to have the great opportunity. And so now here you'll have it 4:37 and counting. When we come back, just waiting for anything here, Owen.
What?
And now here they'll take it again. Going to be Hoover with it. Ends up clearing it, and now going to force Hester deep for the Louisville defense. Goes back to Zaritsky. Tipped by Blank as that will go right into the zone. Budai going to have it now. Waiting back through it again, and now going on the far side up to the short side. Ryan Hoover now has the puck. Waiting for it back again. He's got Patton. He's got Rudo. Over to Rudo. The shot on net. Going to crash it. Puck loose.
Oh, come on.
And now, yeah,
Hoover going at it. I don't blame him. That was a loose puck. That puck was not covered.
Well, and they know that Hoover's a bit of a short fuse. Sam Levin there going to just use some words. And, I mean, the technical ruling is when the referee loses sight of the puck, that's when you blow the whistle. It is possible that he lost sight, and, I mean, really there, I'm just kind of difficult to see because it was still out, but it's kind of at a weird angle. Anyways, 4 minutes, 12 seconds remain in the second period. 33 seconds and counting remain in the Bowling Green penalty. Nolan Patton takes the puck into the corner, goes right out to Ryan Hoover. He'll now have it behind the net, waiting for something here. And so now to take it. 20 seconds now remain in the penalty. Budai trying to try to get a hold of it. Melandra going to be pressuring him in the neutral zone. As now Cooper has the puck over to Zaritsky again. Going to be chasing right after it. So now here they'll go right out in front. Going to need something again here, and waiting for it is John Lane, who'll get a rush on net to find the opportunity as this one going on the far side and then up and away. So here they'll go right for it again. 3:32 and counting remain in the second period. Down
Big
to
soak
Bowling
by
Green.
Patton.
Rudo going to be chasing after Hester there for the puck. Not quite going to be able to get a hold on it though. And then the shot by Proctor, and that's going to be the 5th goal for Louisville. It is 4th today.
Fourth goal for Whit Proctor. Have to find a way to shut him down. He is all of Louisville's offense.
Well, and I mean, who could blame him? The sophomore out of LaGrange, Illinois, just getting there and trying what you can. And I mean, going from Lyons Township, I mean, he got 28 goals when he was there during his time, and I mean, with Louisville, he's been able to notch 16 points, if I'm not mistaken. So here they'll go right back again. 3:12 and counting remain in our second period. In a tough second period collapse for the Falcons. Down 3 now is McMullen going to be chasing after it in the corner. Raynon with his back. He was turned.
That was a really late hit.
And yeah, they will be sending Whitehead to the bench. And looks like the delayed penalty there. They're going to get, they'll get a cross check on him.
Yeah, that was from behind, from a cross check. You could call either or on that.
Well, Bennett Raynon going to be ruled with a penalty on after the McMullen collision just on it. And now 2:54 remains in the second period as we have to go right back for it again. Going to be Higgins, Gobble, and McMullen as he's staying up strong. And then they're going to put Mark Rudo on defense with Aiden Granica. So now here they go.
A goal here would be huge. Make it a 2-goal game going into the third.
Well, I mean, that's really the only option. You have to score here. They have been having advantage to it. Puck goes over to Granica, back to Rudo now again. Just waiting for it a bit more. Over to Granica, right in front, one-timer attempted by Higgins, not quite. As now Mark Rudo has the puck, looking for his option. Goes over to Granica, his partner, back to Granica again. Just a crossover, and then in front, the one-timer attempted again by Higgins. Trying to avoid, just trying to keep the puck in the zone, but not quite. As now Jacobs going to have an opportunity ahead. Looking for something, Levin, the other Cardinal, in. Just chooses to shoot the puck on net, and there you'll have it. But not quite, as now there'll be a minute 39 to remain in the Raynon penalty, and then 2 minutes and 21 seconds remain in our second period here, Owen.
Yeah, I mean, 2:21 until the end of the second. It'd be huge to go in and get a goal.
And so now waiting for it back again. Going to go right into the corner, waiting for anything here, any possibility on what could happen next. As this one goes into the neutral zone and advanced by McMullen. The dump right in. Higgins wasting no time. Atkins there with some pressure, but Gobble there as well for support. Going to have 2-on-2 action now. Higgins and Gobble fighting for it. Going to be picked up, though, by Atkins on Louisville. Going to be a high stick rolled, though, on John Lane. So now here they'll have it again. And then Granica gets that one over to McMullen. Going to keep possession of it, though. Lane gets a knock on it and then picks the puck up. So taking it in on Granica. 27 versus 17. Going to try for it. The shot wide over to the right, though. As now here we go. A minute 36 remains in the second period. As Ryan Hoover going to get a bit of a deke that tries the shot on it and a rebound and not quite.
Another
McMullen.
big save by number 30 on this power play.
Proctor to give Higgins a little shove, but now we're back at it again. The breakout for the Falcons, going to be waiting for it again here. So now to need something. Updike the opportunity. The shot on net. Going to just go right into the chest. He's one of 2 Falcons to score today with him and Ryan Shostak. And now here we'll go. A minute 11 remains in the second period. 29 seconds to remain in that cross-checking penalty that we had witnessed earlier. So now they're playing Updike at defense with Ted Schulze. Going to have Hoover at center and then Kiesel at the right wing and then Kleinau at the left wing. For Bowling Green, that one going into the corner. Kleinau just going to get on the boards to try to avoid a clear. Kiesel going to get it and then picks it right back up for Kleinau. Looking for where he can go, has some options. Going to lose it though from Blank. Off the skate though of Updike, he'll get possession of it here and we'll try just a little bit more. So now Schulze has possession over to Melandra. Going to be trying for it again. And they'll take something. So now Schulze will take it into the corner. Less than a minute remaining, 45 seconds, and then 2-1. And we are back at full strength as now a man kind of on the forecheck for Louisville, but they'll get him back in. And then there they go. Melandra picks it up. Jacobs going to be trying to get the seal and not quite. As that one goes back to Hoover and then over to Schulze again and trying for it.
Good look by Teddy.
Yep, and then Kleinau gets that one through and then across. And then going to be trying for it. So this one going right back through and again, not quite. As now they'll go back. Ryan Hoover down low with 13 seconds remaining. Still fighting for it. Updike's able to get it right in front in the crease, but not quite. Hoover now has it, needing to hurry up, get it on net. Up, loose puck trying for it, and that will go low. And just going to hold it, and we will have the end of the period here.
Tough period for the Falcons. Started off hot, did not end so hot.
Well, a tough one will not go the way that it was planned. So now here we go. 23 shots on net for Bowling Green, 18 for the Louisville Cardinals. Your Falcons trail by 3, and that will be all she wrote as we will head to the second intermission. We'll be right back. You're watching BGSU Club Hockey here on YouTube.
I was watching what happened. You caught me and I just blanked.
And welcome back, fans, to the third period of play here. We're getting things started and rolling right along. We have a new guest with us in color commentary as Joker and the Thief starts playing. Welcome, Riley Martin, a goaltender here for BGSU Club Hockey.
How we doing, Dan? Thanks for having me back on. I'm happy to be with you. Nice night tonight in Louisville, and hopefully we can get back in this game here, Dan, and we can shut down Proctor a little bit.
Well, yeah, definitely been quite the Achilles heel against the Falcons so far. 4 goals tonight, and really seems to be getting in there. Proctor with his 4 goals so far. The only man besides him to score tonight is Sam Zaritsky, who got one from the point.
Yes, sir.
And we saw that, and I will tell you what, he is doing really well tonight. Whit Proctor doing better than Coach Harper did in the batting cages just earlier today.
Exactly, Dan. Yeah, that was pretty interesting to see. Everybody, you would think, they would do good. No, we weren't good baseball players, and that's why we're on the ice. So.
Well, absolutely, and there's a reason I commentate, I like to say. I mean, you think about that, too. There's a certain company in the sport of baseball with a bat, has a little museum downtown. But here we go
nice.
Anyways. Seth Gobble going to be taking the draw for Bowling Green. John Lane for Louisville, and we are right off and underway. As now this one will go across and right through, going cross ice. Going to be picked up by Lane, going to be tipped right on it. And then Granica going to be forced to go out onto the far side, waiting back again. Kiesel going to have the puck now, gets it right across over the stick of Buck. Going to be chasing for it as well. So now going right back for it again into our third period. 19:35 and counting remain. Lane has the puck now, going to be trying to get it through. Louisville able to stay on side just barely, as now we got 3 Falcons bunched up right into it. Melandra going to go against Buck for it into the corner and chasing for it indeed. So now Updike going to have a bit of a break as he gets past Atkins. 3. A 2-on-1 with Kiesel. Gobble to support
post.
And off the post, that one to go. As
2 coming back for Louisville.
Lane now has the puck, tries to get it through and in. And that will be picked up by Whitehead, as now we'll take it through where we were. 19:06 to remain here in our third period of play.
And surprisingly, Dan, that Proctor that's got 4 tonight, he's only a sophomore.
And, he is. We saw that 5'10", 175 out of LaGrange, Illinois, going from Lyons Township High School. But now this one going right back through and again, as now McMullen gets the pass up to McLaughlin. Tries for it, has to stay down a little bit, but then going right across. Ted Scholze now with the puck. Going to just get that into the zone and trying for it. Jack Kleinow trying to get it on net, and not quite. There's Patton
in
who
front.
Gets a shot, and loose puck not made. As Bowling Green's unable to recover on that. Is going across now is McMullen, and then goes it through. Scholze on net, and that will be a stop.
Need some traffic there, Dan. We need some traffic. Take away the goalie's eyes. If he can't see it, how's he going to stop it?
Well, especially, too, since A.J. Cooper, the lone goaltender for Louisville, gives them an opportunity as well where they need to rest up, and really so far just not getting that rest. But here they are now, waiting for it back again. That one to go across. McLaughlin has the puck behind the net, in front to Patton, but a save made by A.J. Cooper.
Great chance. We've had a lot of good chances tonight, Dan. We just need to capitalize.
And you're 100% right. I mean, you think of Hoover trying to use his force to get it in.
Yes.
You think of Rudo, he just gets a shot right off the crossbar. You think of all these moments, it's like, well, if this just happened a little bit differently, where would we be right now?
Exactly. And that's hockey. A game of bounces, game of inches, really.
Well, this one goes back. Going to go to Ted Scholze. He gets a shot on net, goes across to the other side. McMullen going to keep it in for Bowling Green. As this goes now the other way, Kleinow now going to be forced into the corner, but waiting back for it again. And now Melandra is going to be the clear for Louisville, as now this one will go. McMullen going to get it from Whitehead, as now he'll have the puck going across.
Good move.
Gets the move, finds it for Scholze, as now he'll take it deep and get that one across. Now waiting for it back again. The clear to be attempted by A.J. Cooper, and going to be trying for it just a little bit more, as this one now still in the corner out front though. And Mark Rudo has the puck, the shot on net attempted.
There we go! Falcon goal!
Looks like Mark Rudo there going to get it through and gets his opportunity that he will need.
He was talking to me earlier, Dan. He said, I need one tonight. I need one. He got it. He has got it, folks.
He sure does. That makes it a 5-3 score. You remember he got one in the opening series against Ohio State, and he got 50 points just last night. He needed 5. He got a couple notched on it. So how about that for your captain, Mark Rudo? 17:39 left in the third period as we will stop with the, well, and excuse me, no, they won't give it to Rudo. They will give it to Nolan Patton according to the scorer's table. And so Patton going to be rewarded the goal. But good for him as well. He currently has 3 in his career with Bowling Green, making a 4th as Higgins.
Coach was almost taken out there. Louisville's coach happened to be already down talking to one of his defensemen. And Anthony Higgins comes in and tries to take him out.
Well, Louis Abunader and then Matt Grizzlak, the 2 assistant coaches. Grizzlak, the goalie coach, and Abunader, an assistant coach, and then led for their first season by Brian Graham. And so here you go with 17 minutes, 32 seconds remaining in the third period.
A lot of weird stoppages here, Dan.
There has been. But this one,
here we go.
This one goes for Higgins, the shot on net, and that one through to Cooper.
Good look.
A 2-goal game so far as the Falcons are trying to get this one close to an opportunity that they can have, and so close as we wait for this one here, and then taking it back and through. 17:24 and counting remain.
Face-off won by Rudo.
And then taken back again. He's able to recover it with his hand and then take it down on his stick to avoid any penalty as this one goes through, and then taking it through.
Oh, wow.
Looks like Rudo might be down in the corner.
No whistle.
Well, they'll finally get it. And
he must have took one high.
It's at such a weird angle from where we're positioned, but he is up. He is moving. He's had a lot of trouble with that hip that we've kind of been talking. And it's just an unfortunate turn of events, part of, being a 5th year and going to have some words to say, but
a lot of strain on the body. 5 years in the ACHA,
that will do it for you. And I mean, he's going to talk to another old timer on the team and Ryan Hoover, but now Liam Conway will get this one in and try and for it again. So now going to go right on in as Higgins gets it just a little bit across the net, and Conway there at defense going to be able to keep it in. And so now
good shot put into the netting by A.J. Cooper.
Well, just a good deflection on it. I mean, Cooper so far, just the sophomore in his 2nd season. I mean, so far coming into this game, averaging an 8.75 goals against average. Just difficult for Louisville so far, but here they'll go again. 16:46 and counting left, a breakaway for Louisville. It's going to be the number and going in, and it stopped. The attempt made by the number 77 of Jack Blank. And there you'll have it. J.T. Webb there as well. Filer Johnson going to try to clear it, and he will succeed.
And he gets on his horse.
And he's going in there as well. Zaritsky going to get the pass out, though, and going to try for it. So now this one going in. Webb with a bit of a knock on it, but picked up again by Levin. Going to try to get the shot, and the stick will be on it. And that goes up to the net. 16:33. Well, now they'll rule 16:19 on our score clock here as Bowling Green looks to get it out on a breakout.
Yep. I mean, we needed that first goal, Dan. That was the biggest factor in this third period here. We needed that first one.
Lane to take the draw with Gobble as now we're fighting for it back again. Going to be Granica pinching up. Tries to get the pass across. Bouncing a little bit, but now on to Kiesel. In front, going to try it for Granica. Takes it behind the net, though. And there he'll have to move back up a little bit, but now he'll find it. Buck now with the puck, moving it around past Melandra. Going to need it now, and then he's moving as well. The defense really using the offensive side of it so far, but now it could cost him as that one will go into the corner. The pass just missed from Granica to Gobble, and then Aiden Granica gets it back. Going to go into Updike as Proctor's not able to hold on to it. Buck going to look across, goes into the pad of Melandra, and then finds it over to the far side.
Ted Schultz, only man back, gets it to Brecken Buck. Oh, no.
Well,
18.
We're going to find it as Cone. Going to need something else that he can go again here and to be waiting for it. So now they go just along. Now on our near side. This one to keep it away. Buck going to lower it against Cone. And then trying for it again here. 15-10 and counting to go. Patton to try to step up, and now going to be part of the breakout with Kleinow. Kleinow now over to Patton on our near side, but still going to find it over into the far end is now going to be McLaughlin. Goes right up to Patton. Patton, the shot on goal!
Falcon goal.
Well-
and he took one high up again. He's injured now, folks.
Well, just wait a minute.
He's up.
No-
He's up.
Okay, Patton's up.
And he looks like he's talking to the ref or something. But he got a goal, folks, so.
and
And it looks like hit to the head.
and
Hit to the head was the call that we wanted.
and they're going to give the goal to McLaughlin.
Wow.
Well, according to the scores table, it looks like Patton shot it from our angle.
Yes.
But, I mean, again, too, we thought Rudo shot it, and they gave the
Yep.
goal to Patton the last time.
So it's getting redeflected right in front. Or again, folks, we do not have a great view.
I mean, but still, nonetheless, you see a 5-2 game just out of nowhere turn into a 5-4 situation. And
Right back into it.
even if, penalties aren't going your way or you think something should get called that isn't, I mean, still, you got to be resilient. You cannot give up.
Nope.
Especially in a game like this on the road. So now Hoover's able to get it in. Louisville going to get a clear here, and the puck might not have enough juice to get it to the other end, and it won't. So now McMullen will pick it up, gets it over to Schulze. Going to try somewhere else right off the stick of Hoover as that one goes into center. Waiting back for it again, but now here they'll go, and going to be Rudo in a bit of an
Offsides.
offside as we'll wait for it along here.
But we do have the advantage right now. We are in their zone more than they are in ours. I mean, it's looking good here, Dan. It's looking good. We just got to keep that pressure on and keep pushing away.
Just got to keep going. I mean, you have the shot advantage, 29 shots on goal to
Yes.
Louisville's 18, which is huge.
We'd like to see that.
And so here we'll have it again. Hoover to take the draw for Bowling Green. Won, though, by the Cardinals as they'll take it the other direction, but now taking it back through. We're in the neutral zone where we began, and then Melandra going to get that one across, and then Lane going to be stopped by Schulze and then trying for it again as McMullen gets it on the far side with Atkins. So now Rudo going to have the puck. Gets that one right back and through, and it
We
will
got
be
three.
Hoover
Got
with
numbers.
Schulze and Rudo. Hoover gets it across and a goal! Mark Rudo!
Another Falcon goal!
And getting dirty with it, the Dirty Birds
There we go.
tie it up.
With 13:58 left in the third here, folks.
And Mark Rudo just says, you're going to give that goal to Patton?
Let me get one.
Nobody likes the Cleveland Browns. It's a tie game.
Yep, there we go. And we got some bad looks there after that comment.
Well, we have Tanner Amos and
We do.
Owen Bentley next to us just helping out with the broadcast tonight. But going to be more discussion, but a 3-goal deficit
Turned into a tied game here, folks.
will be just vanished by the magician of Rudo, and then that one going right back and through. And they're going to give
wow.
and we're going to
Power
get a
play.
penalty and
Oh,
Yep, so-
somebody else now injured here, Dan.
well, looks-
Anthony Higgins.
So Higgins just
Oh, and 21 Jacobs is getting
okay. Well, let's
kicked out of the game here, folks.
let's just slow this thing down real quick.
Yep, because we'll be able to see it here on the replay.
Well, there's 13:49 remaining in the third period. Rules a 2-minute right now for, I believe, Higgins. It looks like for some odd reason,
Oh,
but
wow.
there's 2 right now on the scoreboard for Louisville, and I think that one of those is Jacobs.
Yes.
The original one we heard on the PA was Patrick Melandra, the freshman, as we saw that there. But, I mean, partially we've seen a lot with Jacobs,
Yep.
especially yesterday and then a little bit more today, and just kind of boiling over, being one of the more aggressive players on
A little
Louisville.
feistier, and he's a freshman, so he's trying to show for his team, get his ice time, but
Well,
you don't need to get that dirty.
and well, I don't even know if it was part of just he said something because it
Yeah.
was all the way down, hard to see. But
Exactly.
I mean, the illusion could be he was kicked out. I'm not sure if he actually was, but Coach Harper with the discussion right now, and I mean, to our knowledge, it does look like he has been ejected right now, and I don't know if that's from an action or if that's from something he said, but
Yeah, because it
Captain
looked
Mark Rudo and Whit Proctor are going to be discussing it as
hashing
well.
it out here.
Still not quite sure.
No.
As
And
to
now it's a 5-minute, folks.
So-
5-minute major. Kicked out.
then those
for Jacobs.
I mean, that only really happens whether or not it's. I mean, that kind of comes though. If you're going to get kicked out, you're going to get a major. But
Oh. There we go, folks. 5 minutes.
So they will say Graham Jacobs gets a 5-minute 2 for Higgins, but now.
And now we got a 4-on-3, folks, for the Falcons.
And you're going to really need to take advantage of it here. Rudo back to McMullen, who gets a hold of it, just has the time, not needing to waste it. So this one gets in front and a close opportunity by
Great
Gobble.
look. Great look by our captain.
So now McMullen going to try for it. Over onto the far side, going to need it. Rudo has the puck, just moving it along, going to make a move, goes to the right side, and the shot going to be by McMullen, but in front, saved. And that will hit the ceiling again.
That's only happened about what here, Dan? Maybe 28 times? I mean, it's at the ceiling? I mean, jeez.
I mean, it's been at least 6 or 7 times this period. I mean,
but
difficult, though. And just I think part of that, too, a lot like Sylvania Tamoshanner's rink, just the lower ceiling.
Yep.
And, I mean, especially with how fast these pucks go and just on a shot and a redirect,
they're out.
You'll have it. So now back to Granica and going over to Mark Rudo as he'll take his time here, wanting to let the play develop. A 4-on-3 in advantage of Bowling Green, going to force Louisville into the triangle. Got, McMullen getting a little bit in there, going to try for it to get a screen on Cooper. And then we'll see it as well with Gobble, and that a high shot made, but not quite going to pull it through. So now 12:50 and counting left as there is 4 minutes
shot
remaining.
by Aiden Granica. It's loose.
It is loose, and then trying to clear there down low for Louisville, going to be John Cohn trying for it. 12:40 remaining in the third period.
Back out to Aiden Granica. He shoots.
Granica has it and just missed and not quite able to connect. And then going right back out, Granica going to keep it in the zone, though, barely. And a narrow one avoided. Tries the high shot. Was there a screen on Cooper? Goes behind and then gets a bounce off the skate there on the number 24 of Sam Levin. And the puck will clear as there's 30 seconds remaining in the Higgins penalty, 16 seconds remaining in the Melandra penalty, and then 3 minutes and 23 seconds remaining in the Jacobs penalty. So now here we go, Bowling Green breaking out again. Ted Schulze going to have the opportunity, waiting for it and through. Getting it up to Bracken Buck, and then
walks the line.
Going to just go through and off the blocker, and then Updike going to pick it up right where he left off, and then going for it again. So now we have a 4-on-4 game going right back, and now going in as Buck wide right the shot. Over for the defense now. Hoover going to hop on in there as well. Keeps it in the zone, his old uncle, and then that one going through. Father Time really coming in there, and then he'll get the puck going again. So now here we go. Hoover has an opportunity, waiting for it with Updike. Going to get it back to Hoover. The shot in front, and then not quite. And then going for it just a little bit more. So now here we go. And we will try it back going the other way. Bracken Buck now going to have it. 2:30 remaining so far in the penalty on Jacobs. As now here we go along the other direction.
Taking it.
Going to be waiting as Bracken Buck. The opportunity waiting ahead. The shot just going right in. Past Schulze and then pulling through. Going to need something and a hit in the corner. And here we'll take it back again. So now they'll have it. And get it waiting along as this one goes up now for Updike. The shot and through, but just barely tipped over to the right. And here they'll have it as now Whitehead going to bounce out and get this one cleared back to the neutral zone. Going to be trying for it as now Schulze has possession of the puck. Going to be moving around and waiting. Over to McMullen. Going to wait to see where he can go. He's got options. He chooses Granica just on the regroup. So now here they go again. Aiden Granica over to the right. Going to be finding for it. Zaritsky, the only man in between him, and that will go through.
Out to
kept
Anthony.
In the zone by Higgins. Out to Rudo again. Rudo the shot, and that one just goes high.
Into the netting. But we got that pressure on here, folks. We have that pressure.
Well, and that's a great thing to see. A minute 29 remaining in the penalty currently for Jacobs.
35 shots to 18 here, Dan.
And that's huge.
Love to see it.
And it's crazy to think about this game is tied, and that's just kind of the way hockey goes. But if you're getting the chances, good things will come to you. So now here they go. Waiting for it back again. Going to need it. Going to go right over to Granica. Aiden going to get it across to McMullen, who'll now have it and keeps it waiting along. So now they get it going, and then McMullen going to get it through, and a tip and a bit of a screen there, but still taking through will be Cooper. So now Louisville going the other way, and now going. Going to be Granica chasing it deep with Proctor. Goes right across and going to need it. So this one going right through. Puck going to bounce a little bit, and Melandra going to be taken away.
Wow.
And then going for a dive. No penalty called, and a narrow one avoided for Bowling Green. But this
Flipped
one
into
goes
the
right.
zone.
This one goes right back to Whitehead, and then going now over to Granica. Gets the pass through to McMullen. McMullen going to be able to get a little knock over to Higgins. Higgins with Levin. Then goes just tossed right in by the number 77 of Jack Blank. And so now we'll take it again. McMullen now has the puck with 9:13 and counting remaining in the third period. So now we take it the other way.
Mark
Going
Rudo.
will be Rudo. Has the puck, tries to get it in, not quite. McMullen in the corner, Blank to lay the hit. And now we'll be taking it back the other way, as we'll need it again here.
Teddy taking his time.
Going and across, right into the feet, going to need it. Kleinow going to get knocked a little bit, but here they'll go again, and the penalty will be concluded. So if I'm not mistaken, we'll be back to a 5-on-5. I do not believe Jacobs will be back in this game, however. And so now here it goes. Updike goes up to the defense. Conway going to try to get that one in, and not quite. As now Louisville will have a breakout here.
And they've got numbers. They dump it in here.
Well, just the dump to be attempted by Zed Petrie, the number 51, and then going through. Just right and across. Kleinow, the pass missed from Hoover, and an offside. Petrie just jumped a little too much. And there you'll have it. 8:20 left in the third period. And a close one indeed.
We like these games, folks. Very exciting stuff.
Well, and it does seem like, I mean, leads can change at every time, but I do have a feeling that the next team to score will be the team that eventually wins this game.
I do too, Dan. I do
As
too.
now Shostak has the puck, the shot just right and through.
Blocked.
Going to be waiting for it and blocked as now Budai now has the puck. Gets this one across. Webb not able to hold on to it. Louisville going the other way now. A back check though by JT to try to get it in, and so is Budai. But this one goes up. Conway loses possession of it and then regains it. He's got a hold of it here going across and right through the feet of Shostak, as now this one going to be cleared now by Hester. So now right in front of us, Conway going to have it by Lane.
And there's a penalty.
And a penalty
on
ruled.
the play, folks.
Who it's on, I'm not quite sure. Proctor going that way? I don't think it's him. I think it's just a line change.
Yeah, nope. Just a whistle. So, not sure what happened there, folks. But hey,
Neither
we'll
am
take
I.
it.
You'll take
We'll
what
take
you
it.
can.
JT on the face-off.
Going to line it up and then going to be Blank as well, as Levin has the puck for Louisville, and then Bowden Stoller going to be rushing over on that far side. Kept in the zone barely by the number 13 of Zaritsky for Louisville, but now Budai behind the net. 7:28 and counting remains in the third period. Liam Conway gets it over to Shostak. Back to the neutral zone though, which is a huge break for Bowling Green. Forces the Cardinals to go back as they'll get a change here. Kiesel going to go out, and now
dumps it in.
And now going to be picked up by Budai as he gets that one through to Shotstick. Shotstick, though, by Cone. Then Levin has an opportunity, tries to pass in front to Blank, and not quite. They will have to back check again. Zaritsky gets the pass over to Proctor. Proctor back to Zielinski again, and then goes to Levin. And so going to need some more action, and now picked up by Updike.
Andrew taking off.
On the left side, goes right and through, and that will be another save to be made by A.J. Cooper. 36 shots on net so far, so 31 saves. And how about that with 6:47 left in the third period?
He's got some shots tonight. He's been facing some rubber. He'll have a good night rest tonight after, hopefully, after he loses this game, folks.
Well, he currently has a .861 save percentage of the day. That one going in, however, going to try for it. Bracken Buck has it behind the net and then loses it just a little bit. And then Seth Gobble going to have to pick it up. Proctor stops him just a bit. And now Updike has an opportunity. So here comes Andrew going on the right side.
And
Cuts
Caleb
back to the middle, but loses it. Kiesel going to pick it up now. So Kiesel goes right back to Updike in that corner and then takes it right and through. A bit of a break, then opportunity. Buck playing some defense, gets it through, loses his feet. Melandra all alone in the corner. Granica going to pinch up a little bit in front. Puck missed. And then up to the defense. Patton going to be playing some defense here to get that one through. Going to be fighting along for it along there. Puck was recovered by Austin Hester, and now it's going for a breakout for Bowling Green. Kiesel has an opportunity on this far side and then
He
takes
takes
it.
a shot,
Loose puck
rebound.
picked up by Patton. No shot yet, as now Nolan will have it behind. Going to allude to passing it and then chooses to hold on just a bit and then gets it through. Kiesel behind the net now, waiting for it as well. So we could see something else. In the corner, going to try for it. And then Scholze going to pick it up. Puck lost, though, by Blank. And then taken the other way and picked up by Levin. So now McMullen will be the
Good
man there. And then
defense.
Kleinau going to pick it up as well. And so now here goes McLaughlin going to get the puck
Ooh.
across. Looks like Patton got a piece of it, but wasn't quite able to hold on. So here now you go.
Chipped out of the zone.
Well, and then
Austin McMullen puts it right back in.
5:07 remaining in the third period as
McLaughlin
will be
gets
in
it to
front.
Jack. Falcons goal.
And who else?
The man.
The little engine that could. Jack Kleinau makes it a 6-5 game. Going to be a big break for the Falcons. 4 unanswered goals.
There we go.
And that gives BG the lead 6-5 here in
Big man
Kentucky.
Jack. Big man Jack.
In Kentucky, Jack Kleinau will have it. And
Great shot.
hopefully,
Great pass. Great shot. Great pass by McLaughlin. Great finish by Kleinau.
in a beautiful breakout. Seeing that a lot at practice, talking to Coach Harper. A big thing that they need to get up is the communication. They need to get just talking.
Yep.
And I mean, I see it just from an outsider perspective, but you're actually out there, having to go through the motions of practice and having to see all that. So kind of just like looking at a player's perspective, what is that like to you?
Yeah, for sure. At the beginning of the season, it was just a new team. And throughout, our practices and such, we've gotten more comfortable with each other. And you can see that on the ice here tonight. And we know where we are, more communication, like you said. And I think it's just really that we're a brotherhood now. And, we all love each other. And at that start, we really didn't know who each other were and all that stuff. So, I think that's a big factor. And, everything's just starting to link up here now, Dan, and you can see that. So it's very exciting, and, each practice just gets better and better. So.
Well, and you talk a lot as well. You talked about the returners. I mean, looking at upperclassmen, 9 juniors in the lineup tonight, only 1 senior, that being Mark Rudo. And then you look at the freshmen. There's 7 freshmen playing tonight for Bowling Green, 4 sophomores, and this one goes back for McMullen. Less than 5 minutes remain in regulation. Melandra, the lone Cardinal, in their offensive zone, but now it's back to the defense. Going to be forced for a breakout. Nymphias going to be taking the puck, that number 6, as now we'll take it.
6'4", folks, from Germany, number 6 on Louisville.
Well, Nymphias going to have it, and then this one going right out and over. So now going to need it and waiting. But this one across ice,
Mark
intercepted
Rudo.
by Rudo.
Hoover.
Rudo over to Hoover, needs a goal, but not quite. Definitely been trying all weekend to get it. Hoover going to have the puck, still waiting for it again.
Still has it.
And then just not quite able to get this one through, as we'll wait just a little bit further for it back again.
Captained by Higgins, shot.
As he'll try to take the shot, goes wide and out. Looking for something else here, and then this is a breakout.
I like that play by Teddy here, folks. Just take it out. Guys, let's be patient. We own the game now, and now we dictate it. So let's just be patient and be relaxed. Let's just not do anything
Louisville
crazy.
going to change lane to get out there. Petrie as well. Hoover going to try to miss that one and be close, but Proctor gets it into the zone, just a dump wide to the right. Zaritsky
looking for that 5th, Dan.
as well, and then here they go, and then Petrie going to have the puck. Takes it out high, and
Good
a block
block.
shot by Uppy. Going to be heading to PetSmart in the fish section.
Yes.
Going to be needing it here, and now Kiesel will have it in the neutral zone, gets it right out. So now we wait for it back again. And now here we'll go. And so waiting for it again, just on the near side in that difficult spot to see. The puck will go towards the net. A.J. Cooper to make the stop. And we will stop the clock as well. 3:28 remaining in the third period.
Once again, Dan, just we need to make smart plays here. Smart, easy plays. That's all we got to do. Let's not rush anything. Just play good D, and we should have this game in our hands.
Well, Gobble takes the draw, wins it back to Conway, has to go all the way back to defensive territory, but the breakout will go through again. Kiesel gets it into the zone, 3:16 and counting left. For Bowling Green, we'll try to get the one and only
blocked.
goal on net, or one and only shot right now in their possession. currently in the offensive zone as time will expire for them. They'll go right out into the neutral zone now, and we will continue onward. As Updike going to get a change here, going to go right out for Filer Johnson, and then gets it right across. He's going to be the one to intercept it. They're going to rule an offside, though. Goes right back to the neutral zone. JT Webb gets that one in, and we're waiting back for it here and on. 2:41 and counting left in the third period.
Aiden Granica taking a skate, dumping it in.
So Granica going to have the puck now. 2:34 and counting left in our third period. And so now we'll wait for it. Lane to have the puck now with Buck. Going to try for it, and there it goes, and the puck's knocked away by Whitehead. And no, this one will roll
Great
through.
defense by Buck.
And going to need it, and then going to go back and through. And then the shot on net, though, Whitehead will be able to pick that one up, and Granica going to force Melandro away. It says, you're not getting in here.
Protect that house here, Dan. Protect that blue paint, and we should be going home a happy team tonight.
Well, 315 days since our last win, but now an opportunity
to get a little sweep going.
To, in theory, get 2 wins in one day, even though technically we did start our game 1 on Friday.
How crazy is that? How
it
crazy
is indeed.
Is that?
But finished on Saturday, which is now. 2:02 and counting remain as Louisville will now have it into the neutral zone. Lane to pick it up. Intercepted, though, by McLaughlin as he'll get knocked there by Atkins, but getting the puck moving along.
And an icing.
And the icing called. Minute 52 left in the third period. And to need it here.
Here we go, Dan.
Well, you seem like a kid on Christmas morning now, Riley.
I do. I'm jumping with joy right now, Dan. Jumping.
Well,
if you guys can see me on the camera, I'm jumping.
In the what seems to be, well, and here we go, right back. Atkins going to find it. Block shot,
Great
though.
block.
And now McLaughlin going to be heavy on the forecheck. Patton as well with him, and Kleinhaus. So now here they go. Going to be Buck and Granica, that defensive pairing that we've seen quite a bit. A minute 37 and counting remaining in regulation, going right back and through.
Defense.
Well, now this one goes back through. Going to be
Bad
out
pass.
and intercepted.
Jack Kleinow. A.J. Cooper
going
going
to be
to the
waiting
bench.
for it, but now Kleinow the shot going to be
Wow.
blocked and tried for it by Nymphius as this one will be stopped. A minute 22 and
A.J. Cooper was heading to the net, not too happy right now because his team could not get it out of the zone.
And part of it was a big block, and I wonder if they're going to be trying to call for too many men here is what they're discussing. But, I mean, nonetheless, they need to get that extra attacker right now, make it a 6-on-5 situation.
They need to figure something out here, Dan, because they don't have too much time. 1:22 left. I got my belief in Tim. He'll get the job done.
Well, Tim sure will. I mean, the game that we've seen previously was against Ohio where he gave up 6 goals in the 6-0 loss. But here tonight so far has given up 5 goals on 19 shots. And wow, oh wow, this could be big if he is able to hold on.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And Hoover looks like he wants it on the right side. Oh, and the ref says, no, you're not getting your way, Ryan. We're going right here.
Well, and that is unfortunate, but we'll get it right back. And again, going to be Higgins to take the draw now. And then Ted Scholze going to be behind with McMullen and then Rudo on the left wing.
Oh.
And it should,
now they're moving it.
Will say it should be in the zone here, and partially as to where it was because it went out of play in that zone. It should be in that zone. Went out on the right side, though. Here we're going to be on the left. So now this one going back and through, going to be cleared by Louisville. And back to square one, so if anything, that just helps the Falcons.
Yeah, I was going to say, not the smartest play by the Cardinals there. I would have tried to have possession and see if we can get a shot or something, but they're just sending it down.
Well, once they get the breakout and they get into Bowling Green's defensive territory,
yes.
we will most likely see Cooper go to that bench.
Yeah.
And so we'll be waiting for that.
As soon as possible. If Ryan loses this, let's see.
Well, it takes it back, and now the
and
puck's
A.J.
going to
Cooper
be.
looks like he's staying in the net. Oh, he's
no,
going.
And then pacing himself, McMullen to hit it off lane. Going to get it in his feet. The loose puck, though, over to the left, taken away by Tim. Now rolling along, net empty with a minute remaining so far. Cooper goes to the bench.
Tied
puck
up on
getting
the
held
boards.
and now taken out, though. McMullen going to be trying to clear it into the hands, though, of Atkins as he'll get it right through the lane. Off the skate and then into Whitehead, but still across and going away. Hoover going to get it in for Zaritsky. going right back and along here, waiting for it. 42 seconds now left. So now it's going to be Scholze and Higgins into that corner trying for it, and then going back along and then into the corner again, waiting for it. Melandra still fighting.
Rimming.
And then that will go past to Proctor. Zaritsky has it at the point and then gets it down low. Lane on net. Misses Melandra. His target in front. Atkins the shot. And that will be a save.
Smothered up by Tim Whitehead.
And that will be a save by Whitehead.
Big stop from the junior goaltender, Tim Whitehead from Findlay, Ohio.
Josh Atkins there with the shot, trick-or-treating. Nobody was home. As now Tim Whitehead will get the stop with 21 seconds remaining.
No candy at that house, Dan. Here we go,
and
20
Conway
seconds left.
Clear,
folks,
and Conway will clear it, I believe, and they will wave the icing off. It must have tipped off Zaritsky.
It got waved
or
in,
Proctor.
10 seconds.
And now 10 seconds left, 9 seconds as we go along. Updike gets tripped, barely able to get it in front. The breakout for Louisville, 3-2, and that will go wide right, and that will be over. Bowling Green holds on, and the Falcons take back-to-back victories and will win their second game of the season, their second game in a row.
Get the broom out, Dan. Get the broom out.
And a series sweep will
From
be
the
it.
BGSU Falcons here, folks.
Oh my
And
gosh.
a big victory. Carter Gata seems happy.
He's yelling in our microphone.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
yelling.
and how about that? Crazy
big-
experience to process, and
Big
going to be
2 wins.
a big victory. Going to go to 2-8 as they will have Lake Superior State for a home series next week. Going to have 2 games at the Slater Family Ice Arena for that. And happy early Halloween as well.
Yes, of course.
Well,
Happy Halloween.
And so tonight here in Louisville, Kentucky, we're going to thank you all for watching with us. We're going to thank you for rolling along for the broadcast. 6-5 victory for your BGSU Falcons. We got 2 words for you and a series sweep, but I got 2 words for you. Game over.